Hi there, and welcome to another edition of the Torino Diaries here on Bustthenet. Yes, we're still playing Football Manager 17, and if you've stumbled onto this channel by accident, please do stay while we talk about the world's best football management simulation game. On this channel, I deal with many elements of the game. I do short, quick guides on tactics that you can try, to strategies I use, all delivered in the form of 8 to 15 minute videos. Yes, those are the quick guides. You can then watch the games and see how these elements come together in the form of longer playthroughs. Now, I don't stop there. I was encouraged to write a book about Football Manager, so I've done a guide that is available to all the kind folk who have generously donated to keep this channel going. I would like to thank all of you for keeping us on the air, and in appreciation for all of that, I offer exclusive videos to all my Patreons and extra chapters to my book. Well, the book is now a whopping 200 pages. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger. So once again, I'd like to thank each and every one of you. There's plenty of details available on my Patreon page, details below. Well, if you don't want the book but still need help, don't worry. Just ask away and I'll do my best to help you. And now, let's get on with the show. Time for Torino Diaries. Last couple of shows I've been talking about using an overload strategy, but I really haven't gone into detail explaining what the overload strategy is or how I use it, which is intentional actually. Sometimes I don't want to reveal too much. I want you all to see it first. Here we have had quite a few matches. Real Madrid were the first actually to feel the Torino overload attack. This was a hurricane. I've already done this show. I think it's Torino Diaries episode 3 if I'm not mistaken, where we beat them using overload strategy. This was the first time I used it. We got the early goal from overload, then we dropped back, and then after that we decided, well, why don't we finish the game on overload? I think that was the plan. I can't remember right now. Then I went back to being a scatty caddy, 1-1 Roma, and then we rotated players here. And against Fiorentina, again, I was a scatty caddy. I don't want to go in and do overload. It seems like suicide. But then again, Juventus came calling, and I have this thing about Juve. I have not really beaten Juve in 90 minutes. Okay, it's been 3 seasons and I'm still waiting to do it. So I thought, why don't I do it now? So I went overload again. Inside the second minute, we score a goal through Baselli. Then we have a penalty, and then after that, Paragini finished the match off. Paem or another adventurous trial here. Here I decided to try different things in this match. Unfortunately, a lot of these games I was trying to edit them. I couldn't get them done for some reasons. They've got to do with my particular distaste right now for Adobe. Alright, I've been having some issues with Adobe, and it kept crashing on me, Premiere Pro, so I just had to stop using it. So Milan overload as well. Then Novara, Juventus. Novara was an interesting game because they were defensive throughout. Juventus again, Atalanta, this was an epic 4-2 match. And then Trapian. Then the test actually came and I started facing teams that were not intent on attacking me. Okay, they just sat back. They just went, okay, you attack us then. So Trapani Calcio, first team I meet that intends to just stay back. And look at what Trapani Calcio were playing. I mean, look at this. This was the formation they used. They literally kept 9 players in their half. So I went in and we scored a goal in the 8th minute, and then we finished it off in the 56th minute. And they had more possession, but the reason why they had more possession was because they kept the ball here. They wouldn't give me the ball. I mean, they just kept passing the ball to each other. So I just went, okay, fine, I'll just park my ass in there, force the game. And well, we did lose a player or two, but we did win the match in the end. So I was pretty happy with the result. Cittadella, another team that sat back 2-0. Again, we managed to get a result there. And Genoa, of course. That was the last show I did this. Now we're going to play AC Siena in the Italian Cup quarterfinal. And then we're going to have Lazio, Cagliari, Inter Milan, and then we're back in the Champions League. Okay, so what do I do with an overload strategy? Well, okay. If you've read my book, you know that I don't really look at mentality as a style. Okay, I look at it more like a risk framework. It encompasses 6 things, and I list them all out in my book. Now, mentality affects lots of things in the game, But principally, it acts like a risk modifier. So basically, it just tells your players to take more risk in the 6 things that they do. So when I set up any tactic, I generally like to recommend to people when they're starting out or they're having issues, go start out with defensive, play counter, then slowly build your sides up with super systems that allow you to play the control or even attacking mentality. And then you start modifying your shape as you go. Now that strategy works because it is almost guaranteed to succeed. The only thing that will hold you back is the creativity in the final third, or if you don't really exploit space as much. Now, the basis still applies. The whole setting up of the tactic is still the same thing. You still want to have a reasonably well thought out tactic. You want to look at how you're going to attack space, how you're going to control space. All that is still relevant, and the tactics are still the same. I hardly ever change the tactics, maybe occasionally because I want to try and get somebody scoring more goals than another person, then I'll do something different. And in this 4-3-3 system that I have up on the screen, well, it's really a system that doesn't want Dionisi to score lots of goals. Dionisi is just here like a placeholder. He's here to drag people out of position. He's here to drop deep and, basically get these two guys involved, Paragini and basically the attacking playmaker on the left and the Ramdauta on the right. And I've got an inverted wingback coming up here as well. Now, if you want to play with an inverted wingback, you got to be very careful. Inverted wingbacks are good to use, but they can also leave you vulnerable. So I usually have to make sure that my backline has got some strong players who can actually cover for Danilo Evla as he ventures forward. Now, and you have to also think of who you're going to get to play the inverted wingback. So in my system, my inverted wingback actually has decent decisions. He's also got decent passing. He's only 12 for passing, so I don't want him to play long shots, but you can't really do that. The inverted wingback, you're tied up in terms of the choices that you have. He's already locked into dribbling more. He's already locked into cut inside. He's already locked into all these things. So there's very little you can do to tell him to do to tell him to do differently. So you gotta be very careful of the person that you choose, because once he goes here and once he decides to hang around with his friends in midfield, this side is exposed. And here I don't mind so much because I've got a DLP on defense who's ably, I hope, protected by these two guys who do most of the hard work. So in midfield, I've got these two guys doing all the grunt work, closing down people and also playing passes. Here is where it's very important to watch the passing styles video. When I set up my passing instructions, they are meant to exploit the duties that I have on the screen. So I've got these two guys attacking. So when you have two attacking duties like that, they're going to attack the final third. This guy's going to drop deep. So there's going to be space that's going to be attacked over here. So how do you get the ball to them? If I play on I'm not going to play on fluid. I'm definitely not going to be playing on fluid because I want them attacking space. So I will play on either the furthest I'll go is flexible. I might do it on structured. And I also need players to make those kind of passes. So you've got to decide who in your system does the killer passes. Here again, you can't take a tactic that one person has created and then go and transplant it into your game, because here I know who my great passers of the ball are. I've got a fantastic passer of the ball here. I've got a fantastic, it's not really Paragini, actually Paragini is supposed to be playing here. And I've got one more great passer here, and I've got one more great passer here. So I'm covered in the passing department. I know who can pass the ball. The question you have to answer for yourself is, when you play this system, how do you get the balls move forward? Now, when you're playing overload as well, there's going to be this emphasis for your team to get forward. All right? Now, they're going to take more risks. When they take more risks, it means everything is starting a bit early. Transitions might start a bit earlier. The Jack might start his run a bit earlier. He might close down a bit earlier. They're all going to take risks in terms of decision making right now. So you wanna be a bit wary of how your players are running up the pitch. You're always going to be looking at how far whether your backline is having to run back a lot, whether balls are being played over the top. If that is happening a lot, then your defensive line has been set wrongly, A, or B, the guys in front aren't doing the job they're supposed to be doing, which is closing down much more. I have used a high block in the system as well. So enough of talking through the system. I hope that's cleared up any questions you might have had about how I play the system. But in terms of the squad, I want, as I always said in all my videos, I'm a nutter for the last 5 games versus the average rating. I really track this like it's the last day of my life. Okay, so whenever I pick players for my teams, I'm looking at all of this. I'm looking at to see what that last 5 games are like. So Vitor Bueno, who had a low average rating previously, his last match was actually pretty good. He actually was the man of the match, so he's peaked already. On top of that, I want to see how well he does over the long haul. When it comes to all the other players, well, we have to give them a chance to play and try them out. Aisa Mandi has just come back from his international duty, so we already have heard that the trainers have come to me and said he can't play. He's been away for too long, so I'm gonna send him on a 1-week break. Well, the scouts have come back and they've done me some homework. They've come back and they've told me that we are gonna be facing another team that's gonna be playing defensively against us. So we are definitely gonna concentrate, keep on working on attacking movement to unlock this side. On to this game, we've got Rodrigo De Paul. I am definitely going to be using him for this match. Now, this system, I will put De Paul up. So De Paul will be playing Paragini. Vitor Bueno will be on the bench. I have the option of using a 4-2-3-1. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. We are going to go to the 4-2-3-1 instead. And quick pick again. So we got De Paul, Vitor Bueno, Paragini, Dionisi. It's a all-out rambunctious attack. Z Gomez can't play. He's not feeling 100%. Aisa Mandi is supposed to be rested, so we're going to remove him from position. This is a big chance I'm taking. And Girardo, well, I'm going to use Girardo as a right back here instead of Andrea Poli. So there you go. Siena versus Torino. Stefano Kaysen is their man to watch. Where is he? He's at the back. He's a defender. So we're going to try and stretch them out over here. And yes, I only have 10 and possible 12 because most of them are out. This shouldn't even be a contest today. Thank you very much. Yes, this is a team that's going to be playing defensively and we're going to go overload on them. Alright, you can see these two players, they're going to be bombing up. At least this one is going to be on support and this guy is going to be on support as well. Zaneto is the back. I'm going to have to look out for the 2 wing backs. Let's go. Torino formation. No. This is the match stats. No. We want to see Siena's formation. Okay. A nice view of the stadium for the quarterfinals. And there we go. Mendicino, Zanaletto, Ludica out. Well, there goes Paragini defending. I love this boy now. Ramos to Girardo, playing in an unconventional role as a right wing back, right full back. So he's going to be coming up a fair bit as well. Ball goes down. Corella. Well, I'm not too high. My defensive line isn't very high, so that's good to see. Ramos with the free kick. He plays it to Paragini. Paragini back to Baselli. Baselli out wide to De Paul. De Paul goes in. He passes it to Dionisi and Paragini. That was a volley. He almost had the chance to score. Give us the early lead again. Okay, we're gonna do something different now. That was fast. Okay, attack. You are gonna be on support. We're gonna give them something to think about. Header, Masuolo to Constantino, through to Correa, Benazzi, out to De Paul. De Paul again is running at them. He's brought down, tackled very well. Zappa. De Paul is actually playing as an attacking playmaker and I put him on attack duty. Oh, Mendicino, he's offside as well. 2 minutes in, looking okay. Torino De Paul runs into the box, runs into traffic, but Ramos is there to pick up the pieces. Paragini now crosses it in. They have to clear the lines. Ranieri. Corner taken by De Paul. Puts it into the box. It's not cleared. Biono to Benazzi. Benazzi shoots. He's side netting. Ranieri to Zanaletto. Zanaletto is under pressure from Rodrigo De Paul. Benazzi read that pass brilliantly. Tried to release Dionisi. Dionisi trying to test the lines. Chiozza now with the ball. Chiozza does better. He plays it out to the flanks. Paragini was waiting for the run. Baselli now finds De Paul. De Paul cuts inside. Finds Gerardo. Gerardo with a left foot. He should be able to play this to Baselli. To Danilo Evla. Danilo Evla shoots from range, forcing a save from Peruccini. There's a lot of early pressure from Torino. Headed away. And Paragini commits a foul. The referee gives them a free kick. Okay, we're going to change things now. And we're going to make sure that we now are a bit more patient and try to work the ball into the box. Ramos to Gerardo. Gerardo to Benazzi. Benazzi to Vitor Bueno. Back to Baselli. To De Paul. To Vitor Bueno. Finds Paragini. Paragini cuts inside, shoots, and it's a brilliant goal from Paragini. Paragini let fly. And yes, Torino have got the early goal. That was a great goal. Vitor Bueno slid it for Paragini. Paragini cut inside and he just smashed it. It hit the upright and deflected in off the keeper. That's a real sad situation with the keeper. This is a dangerous situation, but Ramos clears the danger. Paragini picks the ball up, tries to find Vitor Bueno. Chiozza. Mendicino is offside. Okay, Gerardo with the throw. Gets it to Vitor Bueno. First times it to Paragini. Paragini, he can't cross the ball. Not like that. Okay, looking alright, I guess. I still want to do more. Peruccini with the clearance. Vitor Bueno with the ball, gets it to De Paul. De Paul cuts inside. Tries to release Dionisi, but Dionisi is offside. Okay, alright. So Dionisi offside. I was hoping to test the central defenders there, but unfortunately, he was not on. He was supposed to be an advanced forward and attack. My mistake. Okay. He wasn't testing it because he was too deep. Dionisi now takes the ball, runs at the defenders, backheels it to Paragini. Good play to Baselli. Now to Vitor Bueno. Back to Danilo Evla. Danilo Evla is going to take a chance. No, De Paul now shoots. Again, the keeper is forced to turn it away for a corner. Have Siena changed it? No, it's still defensive. De Paul with the corner. Cleared only as far as Danilo Evla. To Baselli, back out to De Paul. Back to Danilo Evla. Danilo Evla cuts inside. He tries to shoot, but it's not going anywhere near the goal. He finds Mendicino. Danilo Evla read that really well. De Paul, back to Baselli. Can this be a quick counter? Dionisi, he's brought down. That's the other thing. Dionisi is nowhere near as good as Z Gomez in that position. But we have to try. Okay, we're going to turn him back to a deep line forward on support. And we're going to release Bueno. So we got all these three guys now being released. Or maybe not. I'm going to drop him a bit. Okay. We're now going to switch to extended highlights. To Vitor Bueno. Back out to Rodrigo De Paul. To Danilo Evla. To Vitor Bueno. Out wide. Yes, I know what I'm supposed to do. I just forgot what I was going to do. Paragini crosses it in. Dionisi tried. Danilo Evla is okay. That looks like he's lining up a shot. Rodrigo De Paul. They can't get that out. Not too good. Okay, still Siena is still defensive. Padelli to Chiozza. Chiozza to De Paul. De Paul to Vitor Bueno now. Vitor Bueno shouldn't be dribbling, but he tried. Dionisi into the box. Shoots. He hits the upright. I don't believe it. Peruccini. Back to Quezon. They're under pressure almost all the time when they get the ball. Sanaleto to Costantino. Oh, that was a great ball. Ramos is having to run. And he does well. Wins the ball back. Plays it to Paragini. Paragini turns. Finds Dionesi. Dionesi is there to support him. Gets it to Baselli. Baselli to DePaul. DePaul shoots. Oh my goodness. Paragini was not ready to. He was not finding space. DePaul headed. Mendicino. Okay, this finally they have a chance. Yes, what a pass from the back to release Correa. Correa shoots. Padelli easily gets that. Gerardo to Vitor Bueno. Vitor Bueno into space for Paragini to chase. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. That way Chioza to Baselli. Baselli to DePaul. DePaul again takes a shot, but it's gone wide. That's a lot of long shots, and we got lots of highlights. Work ball into box, please, boys. No more passing to space. Okay, we're gonna stretch them using a fullback on support, rather fullback on attack. Perocini with a goal kick. Oh, Correa is through. And they've got the equalizer. Torino 1, AC Siena 1. Oh my goodness, after all those attempts, we tried and they finally got an equalizer. This is a very annoying situation. 24 shots on goal. We've been pumping it in. Alright, we are also going to have a look at Baselli and Bernazzi. Free kick for Siena. Zappa takes the free kick in the air. Padelli takes that pretty easily. Kicks it long for Dionesi. DePaul with the ball. Out wide to Paragini. Paragini inside the box. He will shoot from there. That's him. That's the Raumdauter. I have to expect that. Gerardo wins the ball. Bernazzi finds DePaul again. DePaul out wide to Paragini. Paragini finds Dionesi. Dionesi through to DePaul. The playmaker is looking for options. He finds Dionesi inside the box. Dionesi shoots and it's a goal. Finally, again, they've broken through. I expected most of my goals to come from the right side of the pitch. That's where I expect them to come from, and they've come from the right side again. DePaul through to Dionesi. Dionesi shoots one time. The keeper didn't clear, but I think Body tried to clear the ball. It hits Dionesi and it goes in. Sometimes they counted that as a clear-cut chance. 32 shots on goal, and we've only scored 2 goals. Plays it back to Padelli. I've always wondered what would happen if the back pass is mishandled by the keeper and it rolls into the goal. To Ramos, back to Baselli. Baselli out to DePaul. DePaul, you can see I've got one Raumdauter here waiting to attack the space. Danilo Avila, and it goes. Oh, it almost made it to him. Paragini, yes, it did. Eventually, it did. Paragini now scores the goal that was waiting for him to score into space. Those are the kind of passes I'm hoping to see, the deep diagonal. So that when they cleared it, Vitor Bueno into space for Paragini, who's just waiting to score. Gerardo with the throw. There's not much time left on the clock. Paragini back to Gerardo. Gerardo to Baselli. Baselli to. They clear the danger, and that's it. Torino have beaten AC Siena emphatically 3-1 in the Italian Cup. It was a very good performance, but look at those crazy shot numbers. 41, 18 on target, 14 off target. Let's see what these shots look like. Half of them I guarantee you outside the box. Okay, Torino shots off target. Look at that. Okay, well, not so bad. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots outside the box. Okay, shots saved. Okay, that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 shots outside the target. 9 shots from outside the box, they hit the target. And then we have all these as well. So we created quite a lot of chances inside the box that they didn't finish. A lot of chances inside the box that the keeper saved. And I was going for this zone here. And the shots at goal all came from the right side, which is this was basically what I'm trying to do. I'm actually trying to get goals from that side of the pitch. And yeah, Torino's heat map, well, you know, I kind of expected it. This is we control the final third. So basically, we spend more time here than anywhere else on the pitch. A lot of them were, I think 15 of these, probably. 15 of these are long shots. 15 shots are long shots. So the rest are all quite around and inside the box. Well, that's it. The boys have beaten AC Siena to carry on their march to the Italian Cup, and once again an overload strategy that was not changed except for messing around with the roles and duties to get something different into the final third. My, wasn't that a long show? Yeah, it could have been 40 minutes and that would have been a monster edit. Well, you asked for it. You asked me to do some comprehensive highlights, so there you go. Now, if you have any questions, you know where you can find me. You can always look me up on Twitter at Bustthenet or addicted2fm.com. That's my website. Drop me a note in the comments below and I will also try and help you if I can. Once again, I'd like to thank all my patrons for their continued support of this channel. I look forward to hearing from all of you very soon. Bye-bye.